And we're back, folks. Hi, Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities in Miniature. And today, as promised, I was eventually going to put our Lady of Chaos friend back together. Or together in the first place. I had a amazingly catastrophic event where I tried to set my camera up and it catapulted out of its tripod into Our Lady of Chaos, and she managed to survive flying onto the floor except for her sword. Now, I did not glue the wings onto Our Lady yet because they're quite large and take up a ton of space, and they're going to be quite the pain in the posterior section if I wanted to paint them. You can see there's very little space between her arm and the wing there. So it's just a lot easier in terms of painting to go ahead and put those wings on afterwards. So kind of ingenious the way this works, how she's set up. We did put the base together, and I'm about 99% sure I've got all of the various arms and wailing heads of the lost souls there attached. You can see right here there are two little prongs, and what's going to happen is you're going to take her two little toes, and they actually just kind of slot right in there. Can I get her on camera to pose correctly? Sort of, kind of. Looking, that's about as far back as it goes. Let's see. There we go. You can see her there. Yeah, so she's not the most stable at the moment. See, if I let go, it's going to fall. Actually, you know what? We'll let the souls of the damned prop her up for a bit. Jeez, I really can't get her on the entire screen. So, how big is this lady? With base, as you can see, there's quite a difference. And since probably this is the kind of figure that you're going to use in lieu of a demon of some sort, here is my token Games Workshop Demon Prince. And as has been mentioned before, they do have the same size base. I want to say it's a 60mm base. So not a huge footprint on the table, but presence with her giant wings attached. She's going to be quite the captivating piece. Just to kind of give you guys a sense of scale. You know what would probably help is if I had some of that painter's putty type stuff. Blue tack junk. I will put that on my to-do list. Grab a bunch of blue tack so that you can hold these things in place to show just what it is they look like. Anyway, so I do have her brother companion piece. This is the Lord of Malice, and he is supposed to be the, I guess, male counterpart to Our Lady of Chaos here. And they do share some design similarities, I realized, especially within their horns on their head. She's actually a little bit taller, though, even if she is more leaning over across her base. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before in the other video, but she does have the optional hands. We have either a hand with flames over here, or the axe, or the sword that you saw that got knocked off as she flew across my living room. But overall, again, I'm pretty happy with these creature caster figures. I would really like to see them do some kind of a big chaos beast, something like Scylla, or some kind of a chaos troll like Throg. I think that'd be kind of cool. Something different. I'd love to see something with the width and girth of their Nurgly Lord of Pestilence, or whatever they're called. I think they would make for an interesting dynamic sculpt, and I just realized that I snapped off one of her spikes there. Oh, that is disappointing. It's okay. Maybe a little green stuff will fix that right back up. But anyway, quite a big model, quite a cool model. For the price tag of what they're asking, I mean, I wouldn't say it's out of line with some of the GW stuff. Yeah, admittedly, the GW kits are going to be a plastic kit, whereas this is going to be a premium boutique resin figure. They are readily available, and as I've said in videos before, Creature Caster hasn't done me wrong. They're very quick and efficient when it comes to shipping, prices are reasonable, and the figures are quite impressive when you get them all put together. So this one I think has got one of the coolest, most unique bases outside of their King of Ruin or whatever the big bloodthirster type was, with his axe splitting open the ground and all the bits and debris flying off as he's kind of molded onto them, which was pretty cool. Let's see, who's bigger wings? I think she's got bigger wings. The wings, let's talk about that real quick before I turn this off. The wings were an interesting construction. They're actually 3 different pieces. You can kind of see the crappy glue lines of where I put them all together. So you have this line running down the middle where the wings kind of slot in together, and then they have these weird toppers. I hadn't seen anything like this before with the Creature Caster models. Obviously, that's going to need quite a bit of green stuffing. That's not a big deal. You can see quite a few gaps there. I didn't really thoroughly clean the wings yet, to be honest. I'll probably spray them down when I prime stuff and give them a good scrub right before then, and that's about it. I'm not going to mess with them until I actually get around the painting, and I probably have the main body done. I'm more than likely going to do her in matching colors to go along with the Lord of Malice, since they are supposed to be somewhat related. You can kind of see that they have those similar horns there on their heads. Armor, I guess I can do in the same colors. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, by all means, let me know. I am always open to new interpretations. I did like the copy they had on their website, but I don't know. I know I can't do it justice. My other thought was doing it all in gold, but that's how I'm painting up the big Queen of Lust, and that's taking me long enough as it is. So, cool looking model. If you are looking for any kind of a female Khornate demon, definitely a plus. I mean, you could probably go Slaneshi with it too. And heck, I mean, you can paint it just about anything and you have a big, imposing demon queen. Throw her in a tabletop RPG like Pathfinder or D&D even. I mean, I think you can get a lot of mileage out of a figure like this, especially if you don't mind the work that goes into a resin kit. One little detraction was I had this part right here on her knee came scuffed. I mean, how dare they, right? That was about the biggest issue, and again, it's nothing a little bit of green stuff isn't going to be able to cure. But if you haven't built a Creature Caster kit before, details are fantastic. Very, very highly detailed. So if you're a good painter, unlike me, you can definitely get your money's worth and a lot of bang for your buck. With that said, I'm going to stop rambling. It's about that time. So I am going to bid you all a fond farewell and say again, this is Obscurities and Miniatures, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.